for any of the docs out there that don't get to do that, like it's like building a house and never getting to walk inside it. It's so rewarding on these embolization procedures. Hey guys, welcome to the ASC and OBL Marketing Blueprint, and I am here with Naddi Healthcare today. Guys, can you introduce yourselves and just kind of tell us a little bit about your clinic?
I'm Dr. Romana. I'm an interventional radiologist. I do a lot of procedures here in this clinic. Would love for dialysis cases, but I also do a lot of GAE procedures for people with bad arthritis who either don't want surgery or are not good surgical candidates.
So let me ask you, since you've been doing this in the GAE space, is there a patient that stands out in your mind that has been like, this person, their life was changed through this procedure?
Sure. There's one woman, middle-aged, mid-50s, who was barely able to walk, had put on a lot of weight over the last 3 to 5 years. I think she weighed about 350 pounds and just could not, because of the knee pain, was not able to get around or do anything. I treated both legs. And she's able to walk much better now. She got back into swimming. She was a diver in high school and college, actually, and lost that ability. But now she's gone back into water exercises, and it's really turned her life around. And she's so excited about it.
I think my favorite part of getting to do this job is I get to go in clinic and like interview patients post-op. And for any of the docs out there that don't get to do that, like, it's like building a house and never getting to walk inside it. It's so rewarding on these embolization procedures to just, their minds are blown. So I guess my other question is, you're seeing a lot of GAEs. What are some of the main things that you're hearing from people? Because I know a lot of the docs out there are kind of not suspicious, but they're not sure about GAE yet, or they've heard a lot of things. What would you say to that doctor from your experience seeing these come into your clinic?
Oh, they really see a quick improvement. I mean, within a couple of days, they're able to walk better. They have better range of motion in their knee, and they're amazed at how fast it works. And the procedure is very quick. It takes about an hour, and they go home after a half hour.
I think that's the cool thing that we've seen with a lot of our clinics is that most of these people have the OA in both knees, and so it does turn into 2 procedures. But I mean, you're changing their life versus a TKR.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What were you guys doing in, like, say, a year ago? What have you done initially to grow your practice, and what are some of the things you're doing now to bring in these patients?
I would say, a year ago, prior to marketing, with you all, it was very much a traditional, word of mouth, physician having to meet other physicians, which is tedious, it's time consuming, and it's not possible, when a physician's trying to juggle a clinic, OR time and administrative duties, and then having to do marketing on top of that. It was a challenge, and it's a slow process in doing that. No, we've been in this Manteca location for about 5 years.
Okay.
But as Dr. Romano was mentioning, we've mostly been doing dialysis access work. That's kind of our bread and butter. And the embolization cases that we've just started doing recently.
That was kind of my next question is, are you seeing in the industry any shifts or trends with the patients that are coming in, what they're looking for, and just that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think patients are becoming more and more empowered, right? They're having a choice in where they go, and they're becoming more discerning, I would say. They have all the information available to them, probably overload of information. So they're getting, making choices on their own accord now a lot more. That's what I've seen.
You said something earlier about them coming in more informed. Are you seeing a difference in the type of patients that are coming in from a referral, from those marketing doctors or dinners, as opposed to someone coming in direct to patients from like a Facebook ad that's been run?
And the referral patients because of our patient population in this area, they tend not to be as well educated and well informed, and a lot of them have significant comorbidities. But the people who are coming in from Facebook ads and through social media, they are really well informed. A lot of them do a lot of background research on the procedure before they come in, and they've gone to other specialists and talked to them about the procedure. So it's a very different level of clientele that you're dealing with when they come in.
Now, I know I hear from a lot of OBLs that, the social media leads they're not serious, they're not real. What has been your guys' experience with that as far as your marketing?
The people who actually make it into the appointment, they're very serious. They as you've seen, most of our patients who do come in for the appointment do end up going through with the procedure.
Since you guys have been doing this online, have you guys noticed any shift in your brand reputation? Do you feel like people in the community have seen you more and been more visible, or have you had anything outside of just the direct-to-patient scheduling that you've noticed?
I've noticed there is awareness starting to build. I think we saw a patient who told their primary care physician about this GA procedure because we were obtaining records and a referral. And so, I mean, we're seeing just grassroots patients are telling their providers that, hey, this is another option that we need to look at. And that primary care in the note had recommended a total knee replacement previously to that patient. And now the patient is telling the primary care physician that there's another option for me and I want to try it out. So I've seen that. I mean, obviously, even just an increase in, likes on our Facebook page, followers. So we're seeing that uptick, both from a online presence, but also just, on the ground presence. More doctors are coming to know about our facility and our physicians.
If you're trying to get testimonials, don't make it weird. First of all, always protect yourselves legally, guys. Make sure your paperwork has a HIPAA release for media. That's very, very important. But what I would encourage anyone that's listening or watching is pretend that you're with your friend and you're FaceTiming another friend. Don't put the person on camera like this. That makes them very, very awkward. It's just stand next to them, have your MA, have a nurse get next to them. Hey, how was your knee before? How is it now? Tell me about the procedure, and just make it very casual. And there's something about coming alongside them, because this whole process, they've had you alongside them. So why would you stand across from them when you want them to be emotional in that? And it also helps people relate to your clinic. And guys, a bad testimonial recording is still better than no testimonials. But for you guys, since you've added this influx and flow of social media patients, what internal systems or processes have you had to change, or flows within your OBL to kind of handle that and work with that?
Being a kind of a champion in the office who's leading that, right, from a scheduling perspective, who works with the marketing team directly is important, right? So I think designating that person. I think it also, makes you a little bit more aware of your scheduling process, right? From when the lead comes in to when we are able to reach out to them. You start to look at that whole process.
And then talk to me roughly in the last 30 days, what have been your marketing results? I know we kind of explained it later, but what have you seen in your spend, your ROI, the patients, all that good stuff?
Yeah, so I would say the ROI has been good. It's definitely the ads are worth it. We're seeing patients come in, and these are quality patients, and these are patients that are converting, that are agreeing to moving forward with the procedure. So from an investment point of view, it's definitely worth it. It's paid itself multiple times over. So we definitely recommend it.
And then I think my last question, I ask this to everyone that comes on the podcast, is if you could go back a year ago and do something different in your ASC, what would you do?
Start this marketing earlier. That would be.
I did not set that up.
Just from talking about marketing, that would be one thing that we could have started earlier. But we're happy we're on board now and are happy with the results thus far, and look to continue building on it.
Awesome. Well, we're happy to have you guys. Are you going to be at OEIS this year?
I am. Yeah, I've registered, so plan to be there.
We'll see you guys there. Maybe we'll buy you a drink. Well, guys, thank you so much for hopping on. I really appreciate it. Congrats on a great month of procedures and all that good stuff. And we can't wait to connect with you guys more and keep getting more people in the door.
Thank you, Justin.
All right. Thank you.